Of all the shitty things about 2020, COVID-19 has got to be the worst. Are you tired of wearing masks, dying to get back to that version of normal that makes you happy and whole? Give Pfizer a try. Pfizer has created a global vaccine of such perfect proportions you will no longer have to wonder, are you sick or not? Feeling fine? Super happy? Super healthy? Woke up on the right side of the bed with a little extra pep in your step? Still might be sick though? Give Pfizer a try. Pfizer is designed to attach to your actual DNA and restructure it from the inside out, making you immune to the harm of such viruses as COVID, SARS, Ebola virus, and meningitis. Side effects include going blind, going deaf, pooping blood, urinating acid, becoming a zombie, crippling paralysis of the face, also known as Bell's palsy, fatigue, slipping into a coma, diarrhea, and a slight chance of HIV. Don't let 2021 start on the wrong foot. Give Pfizer a try today. Local and federal laws exempt, as this is a trial experiment and side effects may be more than listed. If you experience any side effects not described here, please visit www.billgatesfarm.gen. That's www.billgatesfarm.gen. What up, Doe? What up, Doe? What up, Doe?
This is the Wattup Doe Podcast with Deuce, Guttah,
And Par is on Corner Funk Radio.
I said what up, Doe? It's the podcast. I said what up, Doe? It's the podcast. I said what up, Doe? What up? I said what up, Doe? What up? I said what up, Doe? It's the podcast. I said what up, Doe? It's the podcast. I said what up, Doe? What up? I said what up, Doe? What up? It's your boy Deuce Guttah. This is the Wattup Doe Podcast, Season 2, Episode 4. We got Par in the building. We had to do a little social distancing thing, so we got Par on the phone today. Nothing new, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm over here just trying to, keep from your jokers and ain't washing your hands and things like that.
Yes, sir. We appreciate everybody who waited. We took a little break off because everything going on. We had to sit back and really evaluate everything that's going on. But we back, and we actually got a special guest in the house tonight. We got Madison Rose, owner and creator and designer of Opium Rose. Say what's good to the people.
What up, y'all?
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, so we're gonna chop it up with her a little bit, talk about a couple different topics, talk about what she got going on. I believe the launch is this week, correct?
Yeah, on Tuesday. If everything goes as planned, yeah.
On Tuesday, all right. And where can they go and follow the page?
The Opium Road.
And that's on IG or all social media platforms?
On Instagram right now, and then the website will be theopiumrose.com.
All right, that's what it is. All right, well, let's get into a couple topics. What's going on with the whole vaccine and everything? What y'all feel about that?
Man, y'all better not take that shit.
I'm not taking that shit. I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
I don't give a fuck.
But there's so many things going on. Huh?
No, the other dude, I just seen somebody else in Venezuela died. It's not even the Pfizer vaccine. There's like 3 companies doing vaccines right now.
Yeah. Just Pfizer happens to be the biggest one.
Yeah, it's all trial and error. So, I'm waiting until they work the kinks out. I'm not trying to walk around with a fucking limpy leg or a fucking limpy face.
Well, you got to think, it take like 10, 15 years to really work the kinks out of a fucking vaccine. You know what I'm saying? They rushed this together and did it in 8 months. You know what I mean? So it's going to take me a long time. It's going to take me a long time.
Right. I mean, they ain't even got no vaccines for HIV. None of that shit yet. That's been around forever.
Exactly.
And that's another thing they got too is they got HIV, people catching HIV from taking the vaccine too.
Yeah, because supposedly one of the ingredients that are in the vaccine happens to be something that they failed in trying to cure HIV and was giving people HIV. So now they're like, there's ingredients in here, but it's cool. There's no connection. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, and that's from Forbes list too. That's not like
that's like an official website. Yeah, that's not like ilovetrump.com. Like, that's a real website. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And like the people that are out here that are lining up to take this shit, like, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world to think that this is okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
But yeah,
you seen the nurse pass out after she took.
Exactly, yeah. But you notice every time something come out like, oh yeah, this happened from the vaccine, they quick as hell to be like, oh, but it had no connection to the vaccine. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
Like, what do you
think?
Right.
Y'all know the study they did back in the day where they were saying they was giving black people free health care and they was actually giving them syphilis.
Yeah, exactly. This is a perfect
They had that black doctor, making people, black people feel safe that they could take it, and that's the same thing they're doing right now with that black lady.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like what it's going to be is it's going to get to a point, after they get the frontline workers and everything, like they said, they're going to get to a point where, all right, it's going to be mandatory to take it if you want to travel. It's going to be mandatory to take it if you're an inmate in a federal correction facility. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Best believe my ass going to be making them fraudulent cards.
I'm going to Italy, kid. I'm out. I'm leaving the country. Like, that's not
not going down. But I mean, it is what it
I
is.
already printed 3 documents that say I'm COVID-free. I've been vaccinated. I tried all 3 of them. They all work wonderfully.
Oh, you want some songbird shit, huh? You got the fake immune bracelet?
No more.
Yeah, nah, but I'm not beat, man. To each his own. You gonna take it? Just be careful, man. Just know what the fuck you getting into. They rushed this shit in 8 months, fam. Like it was all about $1 at this point. So do what you gonna do. Just no Guttah ain't on that list, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and y'all might just be coughing. Don't forget, y'all might just have a cough. Don't forget that
it is wintertime.
Man, I'd rather take my chances with the shit.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
But I mean, it is what it is. But in some positive news, Rowdy Rebel was just released from prison the other day.
I beat that.
Yeah, that nigga went straight to work too. He was straight in the studio.
Thugger bought him for 2 chains and shit, some fly ass shit.
Yeah. And he signed a deal. Well, he signed like a little single deal with Funk Master Flex, because Funk Master Flex started his own label, and he's dropping a compilation album. I think 2 days after Christmas. So Rowdy Rebel got an exclusive going on there that he recorded his first night out. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Rowdy Rebel. Big shout out to Bobby Smurder. He next up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, I think one of the other DS9 members got out right before him as well. But big shout out to them. But on the music tip, anybody see Lil Wayne sold his masters?
Yeah, his, Nicki's, fucking Drake.
For $100 million. Y'all think that was a good deal?
No.
I don't know. It's pre-2018.
That's definitely supposed to pass down to your lineage. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you pass down your hits. You know what I mean? Not even like future music. You pass down shit that can play forever.
What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck is $100 million to Lil Wayne, Drake, and all of them? Like,
Drake by himself makes $100 million.
I hear, but
and it's not even like their copyrights. They're fucking the masters.
The masters,
like,
you can't do nothing with it.
That's the main shit you're supposed to be trying to own for yourself, not trying to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something behind it.
They already own their shit from the jump.
Yeah. I mean, there might be some stipulations and things that's in the contract that aren't made public. You know, like maybe they still own a percentage of it, but I know for Lil Wayne, he just pled guilty to that federal gun charge, so he might just be preparing to go on the way because they say he could face up to 10 years.
Right.
So he might be like, man, fuck it, $100 million, nigga, my commissary gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying?
What is it with this guy and just guns all the time? Like, I mean,
I guess he look at it like, fuck it, I got money, I got lawyer money. You know what I'm saying? But like at a certain point, like you can't just keep beating it, my nigga. Like this is what, his 3rd charge?
That's the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you're not like banging heavy in the street and you need protection. I'm sure plenty of your money is already going in security. What the fuck do you personally need to have a weapon for, or have it so anybody else can even know that you have? Like if you have it, all right, keep it low key though. Like the feds know what the fuck are you doing?
The nigga had a golden gun, fam. Like some golden shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened to a normal 4.5 938 special? This nigga had a golden gun, fam.
That's what you do.
But it is what it is. Yeah, he sold the masters for $100 million, all 3 of them, the 3 biggest artists within this decade. I think it was a stupid deal, but like I said, there might be some things behind the scenes that they didn't make public and we don't know about.
Yeah.
But on the Cash Money tip,
maybe he was threatened with a golden gun.
But yeah, also on the Cash Money tip, federal judge just denied Cash Money's BG early release. He's been locked up for a while now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think about
him and C Murder, right?
Yeah, C Murder got life. He ain't coming home like ever.
Yeah,
but, I know Turk was back. Turk came home, I think, a couple years ago. And BG, I think, been down for about 10, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get the early release. I don't know what his stipulations was as far as how he was trying to get out, but they denied that shit.
You know what his charges was? I didn't remember what his charges was.
I don't. But it's got to be something big because, like I said, he's been down for a while and they just denied an early release. So if it was something light, like a drug charge or something, they letting everybody go now because of COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
it's got to be a 1st degree felony or something like that.
Yeah, hopefully get an appeal, some shit, get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I mean, do you really want to hear a BG album?
No, but I'm saying for the sake of his health and shit as well-being, man.
I'm thinking. I fucked with BG back in the day.
I fucked with BG and shit like, yo, but he was so dope. Like, nah, I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the Hot Boys was fire back in the day, man. A lot of niggas got their swag from them niggas.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first time I was like, yo, you know what? Sometimes lyrics don't have to have nothing to do with music.
Exactly. It was all marketing. That was all marketing with them. But
you know what I mean?
But let's get into Opie and Rose. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, man?
What you want to know?
I mean,
how did you get started?
How'd you get into it? What made you go into fashion?
I was in college in Florida. I was going to school for marketing, and fashion always been like a huge thing in my life ever since I was a kid. I used to draw, sketches as a kid, and I really was like bored in marketing school. So I'm like, fuck it, I really want to do fashion. So it was either, move back home to New York or go to California, and kind of moving back home kind of felt like going backwards. So I'm like, fuck it, moved to Cali. I started going to fashion school out here. And then I started making like dog clothes. I don't know if you saw what I was doing back in the day.
Yeah, I saw 2 Chainz was rocking the dog.
Yeah, we had 2 Chainz, Trey Songz. I had a bunch of celebrities rocking it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
For their dogs. But so your destiny is your destiny. So in this old building that I lived in, you used to have to take your dogs to the dog park, like on the roof. So we was up there one day, and my ex started talking to this guy, and because he saw I was making the collars myself at the time, so he saw the collar on my dog, and he started talking about it. And he was like, he told my man, like, "Are you free? What you doing in 20 minutes?" He's like, "Nothing. I'm just at the house." He's like, "All right, meet me downstairs in 20 minutes. I'm gonna introduce you to somebody." So he took him over to my manufacturer. This was like 6 years ago. My manufacturer is my manufacturer now. And he introduced them, and he's Kanye West like sample maker, so he does all of like Yeezy samples before.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. He does like Don C. Y'all obviously know who Don C is. He does all Don C stuff. So that basically gave me the in into the industry to get my clothes made. So he was doing my dog clothing at the time, and I kind of stopped doing that. And then, life or whatever. But then I came up with this idea to do these jackets. Started working on them last year.
Yeah, the jackets are fire. I gotta tell you that. The jackets are fire. I don't know how I would look in a motorcycle jacket, but I might get one just to have in the closet. You know what I mean?
I get it.
You gotta rock it right. You can still wear, like, I have in the photo shoot, I got, sweatpants and stuff underneath it. You can still rock it with swag.
Yeah, that's definitely dope. Well, do you do all the designs yourself, or do you have a team that does designs with you?
Well, I actually had a partner, and we fell out. But all the designs are like my ideas. She was doing the graphics on the computer or whatever. But It's just me. Everything is me, bro. I have a brand manager. Shout out to Bruce. I wouldn't be able to get none of this shit done without him. But it's just me and him. I do everything. I finance everything myself.
That's what it is.
That's what's up. So where do you draw your inspiration from for your designs? Because you got some pretty out there designs that are dope as shit.
All right, so back in the day when drugs used to be legal, you could go to a doctor. They would prescribe you cocaine, heroin, all that stuff used to be legal. So a lot of the designs, they come from like propaganda posters back in the day, like when they would be advertising like cocaine and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where the designs come from. And we kind of like tweaked them and made them ours. But the jacket is super fire. I screen print everything myself, so I have like my hands in on all the
levels.
That's what's up. So when you guys launch, are you gonna do like full runs, or is it gonna be like limited runs? If you don't get it now, that's it, and they can potentially hit the secondary market.
Yeah, it's all of this is gonna be collector's items. They're like 1 to 50, 1 to 60. Even the jackets, I think I'm only gonna do like 1 to 10.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Super exclusive. It's for a certain market. But,
and that's going to drive the value way through the roof.
Right, exactly.
This shit is limited. People
later on, when I'm up in May, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be collector's items. So
yeah, that's dope. That's what's up. So where do you see yourself going from here? Do you feel like fashion is just another stepping stone in life? Is there another goal that you want to get to, or is this something that you want to do for the long run?
I mean, I'm a creative person, so I think I'm always going to have my hand in creative things, but nah, this ain't the end goal. I'm trying to do real estate, investing, all types of shit. You gotta take legs up and legs up to really get where you want to go. So.
That's what's
put your money to work.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta have 7 incomes, 7 days, 7 different ways.
Exactly. Well, right now, in the times that we're going, yeah, definitely, that's 100% fact. But right now, in the time that we're going in, a lot of people aren't really, depending where you're at in the country. Some people can't go to stores and shop and everything. So the internet has had a big impact on the fashion business and the industry itself. Do you feel like where the fashion industry is now is a better position for you, or would you rather have it not been the pandemic?
100%. Retail this year has done the best it's ever done. Like if you, in the middle of the pandemic, if you went into Neiman Marcus, everything's sold out. You can't get shit like that. I've never seen, it's Neiman's. You know what I mean? I never went inside Neiman's in the store just empty. Like everybody bored because if you can't go out, you can't party, you can't do this, you can't do that. You got so much money you used to spend in that every everybody just in the house buying clothes. I think my manager said that this Black Friday, like the
numbers were like the highest.
The money they made on Black Friday was the best Black Friday they ever had.
Yeah, facts. So, I was reading a story about that as well. I mean, a lot of that. Not even just the pandemic, just in general, society, culture, and everything. A lot of things have been impacted and changed by the internet and social media and everything. So now is the time is when to start a company, you know what I mean? Because you got access to people all around the world that you wouldn't normally have access to promote and brand yourself to, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. And everybody becomes a part of like the revenue stream, like how they say the world's a business. It's literally a business now, and you're your own entity. So
facts. Look at the YouTubers and everybody. Those are brands, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so that's
we grow up in a society where in school we're taught to be workers. You know what I'm saying? That's what the curriculum is about. So,
so break the mold of that box, break the box.
Right. It teaches you, you go to school, you get a degree, you spend $200,000 in debt to get a degree and this and that, and then your whole life you paying it off, working a 9 to 5. Like, that's never been me. So, from a kid, my first business I made was, I was 22. I don't know if you used to see it, but we used to do private jet chartering.
Yeah, I was telling Paul about that the other day, how you was doing the private jet thing and everything.
Nah, that shit was crazy. My a homegirl I went to high school with, her boyfriend at the time, his family owned like a travel business, so he started doing private jet chartering. And he had asked my ex at the time, my ex was a producer or whatever, so he knew a lot of people, that fly private. And was like, yo, why don't y'all start getting us some clients or whatever, and we can make money together. So the first client we got was DJ Mustard, and we flew them with him one time. We flew him with them one time, and then. I could say this, but, they started doing, like, white shit with my ex, and I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to let them play him. So I'm like, hey, listen, well, I have a business degree. Let's just start our own fucking company. What the fuck do we need him for? So the next day, DJ Mustard needed a flight. I ain't even have the LLC open up yet. DJ Mustard account actually paid my personal account for the flight. So that's how we started our own company.
That's what's up. The entrepreneur was in you. You know what I mean? You just had to find the avenues in which to do it.
Right. And I come from entrepreneurs. Everybody in my family is an entrepreneur.
That's what's up.
In my blood, but.
So with opening roles, any of the connections that you made in that world, will they cross over? Like, do you still have like access to celebrities and everything that you can get to wear your brand? Mm-hmm. So you got some surprises up your sleeve for us.
Yeah, for sure. I've been in Cali for almost 7 years now, so just moving and shit. And Cali really small, so it's really one social circle. Like, how in New York City there's 85 million things to do in one night. Like in Cali there's one or two. So you know what I'm saying? So it's real easy.
You're bound to bump into everybody.
Right. So it's real easy to just bump into people. Like the other night I'm just out. I'm with T Grizzly. Like it's like that every time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like that every time you go out in LA. Like especially during the pandemic, because the only thing open right now is strip clubs.
That's what's up.
It's definitely a good time to launch a business too, because a lot of shit ain't coming out right now. So you can kind of
a lot of people are pushing things back, which is dumb as hell. I think now is when you want to release it.
Yeah, especially everybody's bored out of their mind, and you sit on mad pieces of art. Like people need that expression, because especially like when it comes to fashion or when it comes to music, because it's like it's an empowering thing when you feel something from somebody else that's like a part of you too, and it intertwines to people. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like that's a stupid business move too, because people willing to spend the money, like you said, they ain't got nowhere to go.
Exactly. Niggas are bored just home looking online like, oh, I'm gonna cop this. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing it. You know how many sneakers I was buying during pandemic, bro? Like,
I still got shit showing up. I got shit showing up to the door every day.
You feel me? Like, I was just online like, oh, this is popping. Like, so this is a great time to start anything. Like, you can sell the dumbest thing right now on pop. So I definitely see it going somewhere. And like I said, the designs are fire. So, definitely much
you
power.
You only seen a little preview so far. So you'll see everything on Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely promote that too. But I definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day. I know you don't normally do interviews and everything, so I like to send it out there. We definitely appreciate you jumping on the show and giving us that interview. This would be your first interview, right?
Man, I know I think I know you since I was 15. Yeah. I used to sneak out the house. Yo, what happened to Rich?
He's still doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? We lost touch, but he still do what he do. He's still doing the music. He's still doing his music.
I used to sneak out my house at like 15, bro. I think I was like 15, 16. I used to sneak out the house, walk down that hill. Video.
Good times.
My mom used to find my mom used to come down there and find me, come and get the fuck in the car.
And now look where we at, man. You know what I mean? So it was bound to happen. At one point, she was my manager, Par. Yeah, man, she was doing she was doing all the business work, sending out emails to people, answering phone calls, like she was in the trenches. You know what I mean?
If I could think of anything more annoying as a job than being a manager for Guttah.
I'm pretty sure I was annoyed, man.
That was like my brother, man. I used to skip high school. I used to skip class in high school.
Family, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and chilling. How's your daughter?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Everybody's just trying to take it day by day. You know what I mean? We can only do what we do, but we all got our head on straight. We're trying to take that path forward, and we all gonna make it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But like I said, I definitely want to take time out to say thank you for doing your first interview with us. We know your line is gonna go somewhere because, like I said, it's far. We're gonna promote it as much as we can, and I look forward to that care package in the mail. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting the jacket and a Harley.
He said it and a Harley.
I get the jacket first, though.
I just need a
get the jacket first. I ain't got the Harley money yet. I got the jacket. I got the jacket money.
Yeah. I just need the sweatsuit. You know what I mean? Something simple. But like I said, thank you, everybody. Make sure you go follow the Opium Rules on IG. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Do all you got to do, man. Show some love. And we're going to get into the rest of the show. Thank you for tuning in with us.
We appreciate you.
All right, love.
Peace.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that was a good one, man. Like I said, that brand gonna pop, man.
Yeah, definitely.
But we got a few more topics. You want to jump into a couple of them? I know we ain't really heard this name in a while, but we got Mystical. The grand jury just dropped the rape charges that they had against him due to lack of evidence.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I didn't even know he was facing a rape charge until I saw that they dropped the charges on him. And then it kind of made me sit back like, wait, when the fuck did he catch rape charges? You know what I'm saying?
I think it was a while ago, though. I think it was like maybe more than a year. Feels like 13 months.
Yeah, wow. Oh, well, he's been fighting it for a while. Well, they just dropped it.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point, with the pandemic, a lot of cases are getting thrown out and dropped due to lack of evidence because they just ain't got time to be dealing with all that shit. Like, their backlog in courts is ridiculous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know they had to have a lack of evidence if the guy that thinks shake your ass is innocent.
You know what I'm saying? For real, yeah. Did you catch the versus battle with E40 and Too Short?
I didn't. I did see E40 doing a dance that looked like he was testing the bathtub water.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a little bit of it. I ain't watched too much. There's only certain versus battles that I really be like interested in. Like I watched the Gucci and Jeezy battle because I like Jeezy. That's one of my favorite artists. There's a couple battles I wish I could see. I wanted to see the Ashanti and what's her name? K Michelle? Not K Michelle, was it?
Yeah.
Keisha Cole.
No, it was Keisha Cole.
Yeah, I wanted to see that battle, but Ashanti came down with COVID, so I think they pushed it to January, I believe.
You believe that, or like you think that?
I think maybe she might have had to go back through the catalog. Like, all right, I need a couple more bangers because Keisha Cole has some bangers, dude.
She did, but they two different like R&B categories. I feel like kind of like, you know what I mean? Ashanti's like like a princess and shit, and Keisha Cole's like, you know, on some like broken-hearted fucking.
She hood too. She hood as hell. But see, one thing a lot of people don't know is Ashanti was also a ghostwriter, and she wrote a lot of hits. Like there was a couple J-Lo songs that she wrote that was like #1 songs and stuff like that. And I didn't know that as well. Like I found that out recently that she was writing a bunch of people's songs. So I don't know if that's part of the. Can they do that? Can they put songs that they wrote, or it has to be songs that they perform? Like I don't know how that goes as far as the versus battles.
I'm pretty sure it has to be something that they wrote. Like it could, because producers battles be like, you know, any artist that did the beat that they made. So I think it's like anything you wrote.
So then in that case, then Ashanti got some shit.
Yeah, definitely. But, it would be a good. I mean, I would like to see it, but again, like you know, they say hopefully she gets better if that's the case. You know what I mean?
She said she felt fine. She just happened to take the test and it came back positive. She said she didn't feel sick or anything like that. You know what I mean? It just so happened to be that she had COVID. But speaking of verses, the Game said that 50 Cent, he wants to battle 50 Cent in a versus battle. And now he would be the only person that he would battle.
Yeah, I would watch
that just to see if 50 punched him in the shit.
Like, I just don't get that. Like, you know, I know the Game has some songs, but I mean,
the Game had a couple platinum
really...
albums. Like, even though we ain't rock with him, he was big on the West Coast. So he did have a couple albums that went platinum, you know what I'm saying? So he got hits, but it might not appeal to everybody.
Yeah, so we're talking like nationwide hits. 50 will be up there rocking out for a fucking hour, and Game will just be sitting there.
Yeah, and I don't know if the Game would be able to do that. Like 50 got bangers, you know what I mean? But it would be a good battle because
Game will play his dope shit. I'm sure his shit will be like hard and everything like that. But I'll be hearing it for the first time, like, oh, this shit is a banger.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not gonna have that same effect, you know?
Yeah, but I do think it would be a good versus battle. That's one of the battles that I would sit and watch because I think the tension in the room would be equivalent to the tension in the room of Gucci and Jeezy. You know what I mean? And that's what made that battle so good because people just wanted to see what was going to happen between them. They didn't really give a fuck about the music because you had people that don't even rock with Gucci watching that battle just to see because they knew they was beefing for so long. You know what I mean?
Right.
But also we got Mulatto changing the name. She says it's just not worth it being called Mulatto anymore because a lot of people don't know that. You know, the mulatto term goes back to slavery days in which the slave master had an illegitimate child. They would call that child mulatto, you know what I mean? So she's getting a lot of slack for her name being mulatto. What do you think about her changing the name? You think it's the right move? You think she should stand her ground and be like, this is my name, this is what it is, I embraced it?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how she feels personally, you know what I mean? I can't speak to her perspective of, you know, what it is or how maybe she didn't know that's where it came from originally and she liked it and people tried to tell her she didn't listen.
Well, she's young. She probably didn't know that.
Yeah, so, you know, now that she knows if that's the way she wants to go, then, you know, more power to her for doing that. If she wants to own it, the same thing, power to her for that too, because either way, you know, it's a fucked up situation and, you know, whatever road you got to take, you got to take. All I can do is rock with you because, you know, I can't be in that position, but if I was, that's how I feel.
Yeah, facts. Also, we got, did you peep Eminem new album? I know how you feel about him.
Nah, I mean, you know, he's
apparently
quite the interesting guy.
Yeah, apparently he dissed Snoop and 6ix9ine, but Snoop responded too.
Yeah, well, I mean, like what? I don't know. Snoop responded. What he said?
Yeah, Snoop was just saying that, like, no disrespect towards him, but like he don't know nobody in the streets that rock an Eminem song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that's pretty much where I'm on my stance too. It's not,
like, I believe Flacco Bio put a status up the other day saying like you don't see no fly dope boy niggas like that'll go and buy the new Eminem album, and he had a good point.
Yeah. Because you don't. Big shout to Flacco Bio,
shout out to Flacco Bio. We're gonna get him up here soon too. We're gonna have an interview coming up with him as well.
We're born, man.
Yeah, but he definitely had a good point in that post because if you really sit and think about it, you don't. Like I listen to some Eminem songs. Mostly
I'll be like it's creative if it's one of them wild ideas type shit, but no one like even I think was it Gucci said that shit. No one you pick up a girl that's fly as fuck and just be like, yeah, you know, you want to hear this like no, that's not.
Yeah, like I'm not riding in the whip to Eminem. You know what I mean?
That shit is not smooth and shit.
It's not. But I mean, big shout out to him. He's still dropping albums. I mean, he still got people in the Midwest.
Yeah, he's alive and kicking. I just wish he knows. Look, nobody hates you, bro. Nobody hates you. No one's like plotting against you to not be a fan. It's just like you know, either you grow with time or like what you're doing. It seems like it's constantly trying to prove you can rap. Like we know.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
I mean, but that also comes down to how his career started.
Sound okay? I just want the sonics of it to be good. Can you sonically sound okay? Then we'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean that's how his career started though. So you know now later on in his career where he's not as popping as he once was, you know, he might just want that feeling back. You know what I mean? Because he really got popping off people hating him and him embracing it and rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Making those crazy songs, killing his mother and his girl on the song. Like that's really where he got his shine from. You know what I mean? So you know he might just go through that little midlife crisis. Like I want it back.
Yeah, probably man.
Yeah. But you seen the Aliens?
Okay there, Slim.
Yeah. I ain't listened to it yet. I'm gonna check it out. I'll review it on the next episode. But we got Aliens, man. 2020. We couldn't end it correctly without Aliens in December.
Of course, man. In Texas, of all places.
Did you see the video though? Because I watched the video, and it is kind of hard to explain that. You know what I mean?
So I seen something just like that. Me and the wife saw something just like that. We was in North Carolina a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
it was the exact same thing.
It's hard to explain because somebody, engineer, actually went and did an interview, and he was saying like, okay, like it's by a military base, but even when military do the practice sessions when they're sending out flares, they did a video side by side of what it looks like, and it didn't look anything like what that video was. It was literally like dropping orbs out of an orb. You know what I mean? Like, there's no explanation for that, bro. So
you know, that's clearly some interdimensional travel.
But, and 2020 with a bang.
You know, we'll go with sure. It was some what is it, Black Knights or whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck they say it is. I don't even care at this point. I just need this year to be over. I need January 1st to come and everything just to go away and be like, okay, new year, new start. You know what I mean?
You know what it was fucking Bill Gates in the orb
dropping vaccines off. Oh, shit. Yeah, facts though, nah, for real. But big shout out to DMX who just turned 50. He dropped an album at 50. Shout out to that man, bro. He's doing good. He's doing good. He's been clean and sober for a little while. He hasn't gone back to jail for a little while. He put a little weight on, but he's doing good.
Half a century, my brother. You made it.
Yeah, you doing your thing, man. Big shout out to DMX. We also got Bow Wow, who just had we got another baby mama, Olivia Skye, the model Olivia Skye, just had a new baby, so congrats to him. Big shout out to Little Baby, who just threw a birthday party for George Floyd's daughter. Big shout out to that man. I like Little Baby because what a lot of people don't talk about is Little Baby. He does a lot for his community and the people around him.
He does shit. He ain't just like even like I appreciate people making music and speaking out and everything too, but it's about action, man. We're talking about action.
Facts. And Little Baby does a lot of that, you know what I mean? And people don't really talk about it, so I like to give that man his roses, you know what I mean? Big shout out to Little Baby. Keep doing what you're doing. He just bought he did an interview. He bought all his people's houses, and they asked him, well, what'd you buy for yourself? I ain't buy anything for myself. I wanted to make sure my people was good. Like, that's some real nigga shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, big shout out to Lil Baby. We also got AR Ab. Remember AR Ab? He was just stabbed by his mentally ill cellmate, which I'm not sure what his condition is, but prayers and blessings to him, and I hope he gets through that whole situation. I didn't even know he was incarcerated.
Yeah, me neither. I just heard that shit too. I'm like, damn. Yeah. I would have thought you wouldn't have well, you know, I don't know. Mentally ill, I guess, is what, just regular gen pop? Like, why would you not have?
I mean, you got some people that aren't classified, you know, like, or they're mentally ill to the point where they could still get by in gen pop and they don't have to be in a segregated unit. You know what I mean? Or you got some people that just, you know, they were just never what's the word? They were never diagnosed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when something like
so
this happens, now they're diagnosed and like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
They're like, oh shit, he said bacon and he got stabbed in the face.
Yeah.
Like what? Like,
yeah. So prayers and blessings to ARI. We hope you guys a speedy recovery. And last but not least, I just read an interesting article. It's Mike Tyson was saying he feels guilty for pressuring Tupac to attend his fight the night that he was murdered. I never heard that before. This is the first time I'm hearing this, and it kind of has to weigh down on you, knowing that he didn't even want to come to that fight, and you talked him into coming, and he got killed that night.
Yeah.
You think there was any foul play in that? Because think about it, at that time, Mike was still wilding. That was fresh off the ear biting and all that. You know what I
mean? Yeah. I mean, I don't think you think that like. What, that he had something to do with it? Maybe a
payday or just to get him there. Like maybe he didn't know what was gonna go down, but they were just like, get Tupac here.
Of course. I don't think that, you know, Mike would knowingly do that.
Yeah, no. Somebody could have took advantage of him, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't all there in those days, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's possible, but I think that if there was a reason that I think he personally wanted him there, like on some, you know what I mean? Because he was very, like, he was very on,
he was in tune with the culture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, he loved Pac. You know what I'm saying? And Pac loves him. Like, nah, we gonna go see my man Mike. Like, you know what I mean? So it was, you know, I don't think that was like that, but, you know.
Big shout out to Mike, man. I watched that Roy Jones fight. I think it was dope. I'd like to see some more. I'd like to see him fight somebody else, but we got Mayweather's about to fight. What's his name? Jake Logan, Paul Logan, whatever the fuck his name is. I think that's stupid as hell, but it's gonna be a mean bag. So hey, more power. That's gonna be a mean bag, bro. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna stream it. I'm not gonna pay for it, but I'm gonna watch it. But I like to see a couple other. I'd even like to see some rappers go at it in the ring. You know, you got some beef.
Oh yeah,
bring that shit in the ring.
That'd be the best.
Yeah, you gangster, right? Go in the ring. Go get it popping.
Sticky Fingers got beat up and shit.
Yeah, let me see Drake and Meek Mill go at it. Let me see Nicki and Cardi go at it. You know what I mean? Like I'll pay to see that. Like facts,
but Nicki and Cardi, I'll pay for that.
Yeah. Like, but it's a couple people I like to see, like even like four former boxers. Like I like to see Holyfield back in the ring, Lennox Lewis. So I think that's good. I think it's good for the culture too. Yeah, because the actual sport of boxing, like the actual boxing matches, which is I forget what the association is called, but they've been downhill for a long time. Like nobody really watches boxing matches since Mayweather left, Pacquiao not fighting. You know what I mean? There ain't too many good boxers that's out there no more. So something like this, there was a smart move on Mike's behalf because I think he owns that league that they fought in.
Oh, all right. That's a super fair.
Yeah. So that was a good move on his behalf. But big shout out to him. We look forward to seeing more. I'm gonna watch the Mayweather fight just to see Mayweather again. You know what I mean?
Word up.
But anyway, though, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. This was episode 4, season 2 of the Wattup Doe Podcast. We got a lot more coming soon. Like I said, we got Flacco Bio coming in for the interview. We got a bunch of people.
Bros, man.
Yes, sir. Lady Bros.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Long live Viva La Mesa.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to Sajah. Shout out to Jay Carter. Shout out to Havo. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. My man Funeral out there making some music. I got some things coming out with him. Music. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know my boy Sajah working, man. Every day I see him somewhere new, doing a video, doing this. He working, baby.
Popping. You know what I mean?
We got a couple tracks coming out with him, too. I'm going to drop those. I think I just did a preview the other day, but we got some that I ain't did a preview of yet as well that I'm going to be dropping. So big shout out to everybody that's working, that's out there grinding, doing what they do, chasing their dream. This was episode 4, season 2 of the Wattup Doe Podcast. I am Deuce Guttah.
I am Parton.
Check us out.